Surprise!
Surprise!
We're alive.
Uh,
All right, come on, people.
hello.
Oh, hello, Justin.
Hello.
Dude. Impromptu.
Yes, give us hearts.
Hi,
give
guys.
Us love. Hi.
You weren't expecting this, were you?
We just decided to do it. We're like hanging out, our usual spot. We're like, let's go
We're like,
live.
why not?
Let's go
Good
live.
vibes.
On one camera this time.
One camera.
So we can upload it for you.
A Saturday live. I know.
How
It's so exciting.
Right? And maybe before everybody's, I don't know, who's going out on dates tonight? What's your relationship
Yeah, what are you guys
status?
doing? I feel like we're not seeing enough of you, though.
Oh, we're good.
We're good?
We're good.
Cool.
Yay.
Yay! What's up, guys?
We just wanted to connect with all of you.
We're hanging out.
Loves. This is a pleasant surprise.
Yes.
You're on tonight. Woohoo. Yay.
We were both doing like our work, and then we're like, why don't we have a break? Why don't we just jump on?
Yeah, because we can.
Because we can.
Hey, from South Jersey. Awesome. How is everybody's doing tonight? What's your Saturday? It's Saturday.
Saturday,
right?
yeah. We don't even know what day it is.
Entrepreneurs don't have days of the week.
Right?
We don't have hours. We don't have days of the week. Been over here crushing it.
Totally.
Let's see. It was on your website today. Awesome.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Love you guys back.
Yes, love you guys so much.
We were like, why don't we just get on here? All right, so why don't you guys ask us a question?
My fave dream team. Oh, awesome.
That's
Thank
nice.
You. Pun intended. Yeah, what do you guys have tonight? Questions? How's everybody feeling? I don't know. Like I said, anybody got a hot date? It's Saturday. I'm going to go home and work some more.
Dilute the power.
What?
I love that page. Dilute the power.
Awesome.
Much love, man.
I will go follow. I don't know
Much
if I already am.
What date? Single.
Should long distance connection be considered? Like long distance relationship? I mean, consider it. Yeah, it depends on if it's something if that's something that you want, you know?
Totally.
It can be really beneficial. You can get your stuff done when they're not there, and they can get their stuff done, and then when you guys come together, it makes you guys almost appreciate each other much more.
And I feel like there's like a romantic factor in like someone fighting for love.
Ooh.
So you guys can do your own thing, and then if he really wants to be with you, then he'll do what he needs to do to be with you.
Yeah.
And I think that's really romantic.
Yeah. Who's up for fighting for love?
Fight for love.
Yes. For deep, amazing, passionate love.
Yes. How do I know if a guy is not my normal type? Do I give him a shot? Well, if in some way you feel attracted to him and all this, then absolutely you should. Mm-hmm. Why not? What up, D? My friend. But yeah, you should give him a shot. If you feel like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I've done that a few times where, you know, they weren't my like type per se, but there was something, but then at the same time, I don't know, you have to feel into it. Like I always say, give everybody that feels good.
That feels good.
Not everybody. You know, being that like kind of equal opportunist. So if there's a connection there, awesome. Because there's been people that I had a total connection with. I remember this guy like a long time ago. So not my typical type, but he was funny. He made me laugh. We just had this like amazing, like just fun energy. Didn't work out for other reasons, but at the same time, I totally gave it a shot, and it was a blast the times that we were hanging out. So
that's good advice.
Yeah, hang on. We have a helicopter. We're at our favorite coffee shop, so we're outside, so there may be
No one's here. Like, it's so awesome.
I know. We get to chill and
I like to stay away from negativity, but I have to fight in court for my career and personal reasons recently. I'm manifesting the opposite that they are. Where does free will come in? I don't know that I fully got that.
I don't know if I fully understand that either. I mean, as far as free will goes, your free will always comes in. Always easier said than done, but, focus on the positive outcome that you would like to have, because it can be easier to get in the space of, like, the fear of something not working out, right? And whatever that negative cycle that we get in, and then that fear causes another negative thought, and then that negative thought causes another negative emotion, and now you're looping between, all that negativity. So try shifting your physicality. Fear will make you, like, recoil in, but if you can even just shift your physicality and, like, stand upright and be like, okay, now what are my thoughts about it, and see if you can create an equal spiral of positivity.
And everything always passes, so that's a good reminder too. So if you're in these court things and you're feeling the struggle, then know that that's going to pass as well. And it's a time to practice detachment. So practicing mastering your mind.
Detachment from the outcome.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So yeah.
Love that.
What are some tips on how to handle all these weird feelings of melancholy, anxiety that I've been feeling all at once?
We were weren't we talking
Yeah, we were
about
talking
that?
about that.
Yeah. Phil, you guys probably saw, like, that really amazing video that he posted about just that kind of, like, melancholy feeling. And I think everybody's can probably really relate to that. I mean, well, it got really, a lot of people on the video related as well. So when we have our conversations about it, it's almost like we're all, very empathic, right? So we're picking up on the collective of what's happening, and then it's triggering that inner melancholy for us.
Right.
That everybody kind of has that, like, sort of, everybody's felt fear or melancholy,
and so
or
many people
it is.
right now are feeling stuff around love.
So, yes.
So many. Like, we're waiting for that love to arrive.
Yeah.
And Sarah and I were talking about this the other night, where it's like, you have to get so tired that you fully relinquish your control. And that's when it'll usually come in, is when you fully, you have to get exhausted though.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Almost because the mind is sitting there, like, trying to control every outcome that you think should be. And then maybe this is all happening so that we can, like, feel that melancholy in the space of the heart. But the more that we can go into that and let that then open and almost break open and expand, then that's what's going to attract more of that for us. So maybe it's all happening so that we can get deeper connections within ourselves, so then we can attract somebody that we can have a deeper
It's kind of like when you go on your phone and you look for a Wi-Fi connection, and then all of a sudden one pops up. Right?
Like,
So exactly. So what you're doing is you're connecting into your vulnerability, and eventually you're going to become detectable in the Wi-Fi network by your soulmate.
Oh.
You got it? So it's like you all of a sudden pop up.
Such a good analogy.
Right? Another analogy is, how about vibrating so high that you go up into the sky, and then if you go high enough, then your soulmate will see you from down below, and we'll be like, all right, there she is. I'm going to go get her now.
Like flying like a bird.
Right?
And you're like, where are they at?
Exactly.
Let's survey the...
So those are, like, different things that we can play with, is raising your vibration to where you truly, I mean, metaphorically, you're lifting up into the sky, and then your soulmate will be able to see you. You become detectable.
Love that. Love that. Oh, good stuff.
Should I leave my country? If you want to, you get to decide.
If it's not
no one's, like,
good
forcing you to be there. You just, if you want to leave, you leave. That's it.
Adventure. Go on an adventure. Reinvention time.
You're a prime, I used that word yesterday, prime manifester.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're a prime manifester. So if you don't like where you live, then you leave. And you deal with whatever aftermath comes.
Totally.
Head on, and you just tackle the issues. That's it.
Yeah. If you have your, like, focus on, what your intention is for, like, leaving, because if it's something that you're like, okay, there's more opportunity, or I really want to leave so then I can connect maybe more with maybe your soulmate's over there. Maybe your heart is like pulling you somewhere and you're like, that's a connection, whether it's work or soulmate or whatever.
Yeah.
Follow your
and as long as you're not
it.
escaping your current reality,
that's a good point. That's
you're
really
fine.
Good.
Usually we run away. The grass is always greener. So as long as it's not that, and you feel like your time is up there, like it's expired, then honor that and uproot. All my life I have been feeling, I've been going after my goals, but now I'm realizing that I've been neglecting my feminine energy.
Ooh.
What could be the best way to balance it?
You can call me. No. So totally feel you on that, girl, seriously, and I feel like this is for a lot of women right now, probably, right? Because we're also stepping more into this amazing sense of power where, like you say, you're going after your goals, building your dreams, doing all that stuff, which can be a masculine energy, right? Because you have to use You're go-getting. You're like, penetrating.
Yeah, pretty much.
Penetrating for what you want in your life. And I deal with that so much and bringing back... going back into something that feels super like juicy feminine, which can be creativity, rest, take a bubble bath, do something that just makes you feel like just crazy girly, even if it's over the top and something you would never do. One time I took a pole dancing class. Because if you're going so hard into the masculine, you really got to take some drastic actions to something very highly feminine.
The other thing is, if you've been pumping out that action-oriented energy, maybe the universe is wanting to refill your tank. So it's just about pulling back a little bit and allowing for all the energy that you've pulsed out to return to you.
Yes, well, that's good.
So
yes, because feminine is
the receiver.
Yeah. So what areas can you look at in your life right now that you could receive more of without feeling obligated to then give something back?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we as women do that. We're like, we almost feel bad that we just received something. Like, even if it's a compliment, and then you're like, you can't just say thank you and just receive that. You're like, and, you look nice too, or whatever. Yes, that's polite. I totally get it. And you could just be in the space of little things to big things, seeing what you can receive without that obligation.
All of the energy that you send out into the universe, all right, whether it be for people or for yourself, has to come back to you. But if you're constantly giving, then you're draining your energy. So we need to reposition you. We need to mentally relocate you.
Mentally relocate
to that space where you can then receive the boomerang.
Yeah. Because the other aspect, and I'll say that I've found for myself that I share with a lot of my feminine clients as well, is that when you're going so hard masculine and then you're not tapping into the feminine, you're actually suppressing your own feminine, right? Which our whole patriarchal society has done plenty of for us. So it's almost like it's ingrained as a habit to suppress the feminine. But then when we suppress the feminine within ourselves, there's a higher chance that then you are attracting people into your life to then suppress you as the feminine. Because that's what you're doing sort of doing within yourself. Exactly. So, take a pole dancing class.
The universe is constantly reflecting back to us what we are not doing, what we are not extending to our inner child.
Yes.
Or what we are not extending to that little part of us.
Yes.
So if you're suppressing the feminine, it's going to be reflected back to you.
Really great question.
Cool.
Text me, send me a message. Let's talk about it. You should be part of Reviving Radiance Mastery course. You'll get tons of it out of it. What do we got? Opening the hearts, guys. Thank you.
This person saying the negativity keeps coming back. It means that there's a lesson concealed in there that you're not tending to. So if it keeps coming back, there's something that you're in avoidance with or in resistance to.
Yeah.
So as long as you're resisting it, it will persist. It goes back to that saying.
Totally. There's still a lesson in there.
There's still
somewhere.
a lesson. So if the negativity keeps coming back, it's time to address your issues head on, knowing that it's not, that you're actually, partaking in your own evolution.
Yeah.
If you're in avoidance, you're not really fast tracking your evolution.
Even if it's as simple as just then resisting the negativity.
Exactly.
Like just resisting the fact that something is negative and it keeps coming
and
back.
It's not
and
even
trying to
negative.
Push it away.
Like that's the thing. It's
lack of a better term.
It's like we use negative energy and positive energy, but it's all energy, and then how we respond to it is either negative or positive.
Totally.
So it's like, how are you responding to what's being thrown your way?
Yeah.
Are you then playing the victim, or are you going to rise up and make it happen?
Yeah.
And move beyond that hurdle. So
totally love that.
How do we attract soul friends and soul tribe? I feel like just be your own best friend, because you can't look for that.
No.
You can't look for soul tribe. I mean,
you find each other.
Sarah was doing her, I was doing me,
Yeah.
and then somehow our paths converged.
Totally.
But you can't look for that.
Because we've mentioned that before. Like we had met like years ago through another mutual friend of ours,
10
Sonia.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, Sonia, if you're watching, we love you. Mwah.
We love Sonia.
Yeah, it was like whatever, like he said, like I was doing my own thing, he was doing it. Just there wasn't the, I don't know, alignment. And then I think one day, didn't we just like text each other or something or whatever?
Totally, and we're like, we should collab or something.
Or let's go have coffee and talk, and then it turned into like a couple hours.
Yeah.
And it was just fun, and you guys you find a resonance,
And if you're wanting to attract people so that you could talk about spirituality, that might be a trap, because then you'll attract spiritual people. Right. And then when you're sick of talking about spirituality, they're going to be like, oh, you're acting different.
Right.
So.
And then it's like you're only wanting to attract the same thing of like what you can get for it.
Right.
Of like, oh, I only want this person to fulfill that, spiritual conversation vibe or whatever. Versus the whole person and the whole friendship.
Yeah, just keep doing you, and the people that need to find you will find you.
What is this? No dreams? Why? Do you mean actual like dreams when you're sleeping, or do you mean like your passion and purpose dreams? I didn't quite get that question.
Let's see.
No dream. We've got a lot of dreams.
How can I find my soulmate? Because I can sense him sometimes.
Ooh, we were talking about that too.
This is a woman asking. You can't go find it. It has to find you. So with men, I feel like within a man and woman dynamic, the man should always initiate. In gay relationships, it's a little bit different.
Right.
Sometimes there's like different.
But you still have masculine and feminine
you
essence
do.
Within, because we all do, whether we're male, female, gay, or straight. Doesn't matter.
For sure. But I don't think that you should go find it. I think that you should keep working on yourself.
Be the feminine, be in receiving. Just hold that space to then receive.
Connect with him spiritually while you can.
Ooh,
go in meditation.
Connect with your astral bodies.
Connect with your astral bodies.
That can be fun.
Yeah, astral sex is sometimes better than physical sex.
Sex is fucking amazing. Who here has had astral sex?
Astral sex. I've been with my past life lovers. I've been with my. It's like truly, you're invoking them.
Yes. Sorry.
And they rode horses back then too. It was a lot more romantic.
The prince on the white horse. That's where all the fantasies come from. His astral body is
exactly
riding a white horse. That's awesome. How do we cut soul ties? We should answer that one super quick. So
like unhealthy entanglements, is that what that means?
So I got the actual like the cords that we connect usually go through from our heart, or even then also I know a lot of people do cutting the cord. I do it a little bit. That never worked for me. It never worked, and I do it differently because if you imagine two cords connected from, let's say, your two hearts, right, which I also I pull out and unhook through like your root chakra. So sexual energy from past partners is really important too. I don't know that many people that are talking about that. But instead of just cutting a cord between two hooks that are connected to each other, because then if you think about it, you cut the cord in the middle and now you have two strings that are hanging down, which just like any antenna would still then pick up that energy field. So what I usually do is I unhook. I imagine a hook
that's good.
Coming out and then giving love to that space, and then catching it, and then I will actually see it in them and unhook theirs and then give love to them. So I'm like fully pulling the whole thing out. There's nothing to pick up any energetic whatever through the ether.
Two other like unconventional ways to do it, which are things that just came to me. One of them just came to me now. You imagine that there's like an alarm system, and you deactivate it. So you just kind of turn the alarm off.
Don't snooze it.
You know, like what do you call them? Like a security system at home?
Oh, your home security system. Totally.
And then you just kind of do the password and deactivate it. That's going to work. And
no access.
No access. And then the other thing is imagine that there's like a water faucet, right? And the water's on, and you turn the knob clockwise until it's off.
Yeah.
Can you feel the energy as you imagine that? Like you're turning the water faucet all the way to where there's no more water, and then that cuts the cord. So yeah, deactivating your home security system.
Oh, she puts sleep, no dreams. So you are actually dreaming, baby.
You're just not remembering it.
Yeah, you're just not remembering it. So either you could be waking up too fast, speaking of alarms, with an alarm or whatever, but technically every person does actually dream. If you didn't, your subconscious mind would not be active, which isn't possible.
Plus, like the spaceship that you go to when you're dreaming might scare you if you actually remember.
That's so true. There's been a couple times.
They take you on the mothership.
There's been a couple times where I've like remembered that happening, but I like dream very lucid and very vivid, and yet there were only a few times where I was like, wow, I don't remember that at all. So sometimes you could be learning things that your astral body is learning, that for whatever reason could be so much information that it would be too much for your conscious mind to process once you wake up. So just trust and know that you're holding it within your energy fields, and that information of whatever you got is then sort of being trickled.
True. And sometimes we also wake up feeling flat. Like I know for me, when I wake up, I have energy, but it's not like spiritual energy. And that's because when you're sleeping, like those cosmic surgeons are performing operations on you. So like any operation in life, like if you go through surgery, you're going to be tired after.
Totally.
When you go to sleep and they perform surgeries on you, then you're going to feel tired the next morning.
Yeah. But you are dreaming.
You're dreaming, no question. How about stating an intention?
I was just going to say that.
That's crazy.
We're not psychic or anything.
No, we're not.
So yes, state an intention of, I would please like to remember my dreams, or yes, I will remember my dreams clearly. I will dream tonight. Yes, I will dream, and I will clearly remember them when I wake up.
Oh my God. Zane is like, can you guys kiss each other? No, this isn't like...
What?
This isn't... what do they call it?
Incest?
No, but like when people go party, the
Girls Gone Wild?
March Madness or whatever.
March Madness?
It's not March Madness, babe. Can you guys kiss each other?
That's so weird. But we're like also like soul siblings, so why would we do that, baby?
We wouldn't do that. Come on now.
If you have somebody that you would like to go kiss, you can go kiss them.
Yeah, go kiss them. All right, next. Amazing relationship just ended almost 3 years. Thought he was the one, but has commitment fears.
Oh.
Seeing a therapist to try to overcome them. Loves me, but told me not to hold out. Is it worth saving? No.
No.
Because when people tell you something, take it for what it is. And he may not have commitment fears, and your therapist wouldn't like me saying that right now, but maybe he just felt like there was something that wasn't quite clicking for him.
Right.
So there's nothing. We say things like this person's afraid because it makes us feel better. It's like a soothing quality that it gives us.
Right.
But the truth is, if someone's afraid of commitment, whatever, they may not just be into it, and that doesn't mean that you're not an amazing person. It just means that you guys are on a different frequency.
Yeah, and you just weren't a good fit for each other. And you want a guy who sees every amazing part of you and wants to just honor that and respect that, and holding that space. Like, that guy will come into
and
your
remember,
life.
Always say to the universe, thank you for taking them away.
Yeah.
Like, we don't thank the universe enough.
No,
like,
we don't.
We're like,
we curse them. We're like, how come that happened?
Yeah, we get so clingy, and we really want things to go our way, when really it's like...
And you could just say, if not this, then something better, please.
Yeah.
So it gives you what you need at the time, and so I would concentrate on the amazing lessons and maybe the beautiful experiences that you can take from that, and also the lessons of what you now maybe don't want.
Yeah.
And reevaluating your values and your list in order to attract that next person.
Totally. If you knew everything that was coming, you would never go to the movies.
No. Oh my God.
That's like kill. It's a buzzkill.
That's like being the kids that open up the Christmas presents before Christmas.
Right. So it's like, why would the universe show you the final scene of your movie?
That's well said.
Right?
Yep.
When that would totally kill the movie. But we're so stuck in our current chapter that we're like, no, but I want that to be the final scene of my movie. I want him to be my happily ever after.
Same chapter.
Yeah.
Stop rereading the same chapter.
Exactly. The movie has an amazing ending. Just give it a chance to show it to you. Okay? I have a tendency to be shy in social environments. Any advice on opening up? Well, what would you say?
Being shy in social environments? I would say bluntly, fuck it and let it rip.
Let it rip.
But on a serious note, no, but that's serious too. Because it's like, who are you being in that moment? And does that feel fun? Is that, if you were to tap into the highest version of you that you saw yourself as, would how you've been acting in social circumstances, would that be that highest aspect of you? And if not, then visualize that highest aspect of you, and then visualize them coming in and then grounding and anchoring into your body, and then just experiment and play. It's almost like taking on another character for a time being, just so that you can like have the experience.
It's kind of like when you first meet someone and you go on dates and you're on your best behavior.
Yeah.
And then when one of you breaks it off, you're like, you start being yourself.
Right.
It's because you're dropping all of that fantasy that you conjure up in your head.
Right. I try to just be myself.
Just be yourself. Don't let anyone in that room diminish your light. Freaking own it.
Exactly.
Own it. And also look into the root chakra and the second chakra and the third chakra.
Fire.
And start doing some exercise to anchor. Because a lot of it is that you're internalizing all the energies in the room and dulling your own sparkle. So
light up that fire.
Light up that fire. And if you're uncomfortable, this is another good point.
Yeah.
If you're uncomfortable in social settings, why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you going out? Maybe you don't need to.
They want to maybe like.
But maybe that's not time yet.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe there's still an integration taking place spiritually, where you're kind of fusing with your soul, and that's not been completed yet.
Higher yourself or whatever.
Yeah. Because we also don't want her to be in the fake self, which is like, oh, let me push.
No, but I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So I should like almost clarify that.
No, but we got it. You were clear. You were like, just own who you are. Don't dim yourself down.
Yes, and owning who you are, but almost then like seeing this other version of you and almost trying it on like a suit.
Okay.
Like you would be playing a role, and that's what I mean. Yeah, not to be fake about it.
Yeah.
But to almost give yourself that experience of what it would feel like to have the cellular memory.
True. And they have nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Like no one remembers us anyways. We usually go out for
That would be a really good exercise, actually.
Yeah.
Do a visual in your mind of like the worst thing that your fear is that somebody's gonna say to you if you step out as who you are. Like, what's the worst thing that they're gonna like laugh in your face?
Exactly.
In which case, fuck it. Because people are going to laugh at you and laugh with you your whole life, no matter what. You may as well just own your shit.
That's right.
And laugh at yourself.
Okay.
If I had more time, I would give you the confidence button. That's a really good one. You can anchor that into your body.
That's why you have to sign up for Reviving Radiance.
Yes, guys. We have 1 week left. Reviving Radiance starts November 1st. The replay
have you guys
is
subscribed to our
on
YouTube too?
Right.
The link is officially in my bio.
Yes.
So you can go to my bio, click on the link, and it'll say subscribe to Phil and Sarah's The Compass channel.
The Compass channel, exactly.
I mean, we really want to do a lot of great things here.
I know. We need more subscribers. It's a new channel. We know that we're asking you to kind of go to another platform, but we also want to be able to do more videos that are not squished in this tiny little phone. As much as we love you, we want to be able to see you, and then we want you to be able to see us some more. As much as we love just like cuddling up on the phone.
We're taking it to the next level, you guys. Trust me. We already have so many things we haven't shared with you guys yet.
Yes.
I've been single for almost 2 years now. Last relationship was super toxic. Have done a lot of healing. Will my person come for me? Of course they will.
They're going to come for you. The pattern of the toxic.
You've been doing all of that work so that person can come for you.
Totally.
And we forget that sometimes. Like sometimes someone has to leave, and they're not leaving. Like they're leaving so that you can attract the right soulmate.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Wait, is that a girl too?
Yes.
Too? Okay, so know that you chose to leave that relationship. Like, I don't know who broke up with who or whatever, and frankly, it doesn't matter. It was your choice. Energetically, something you intuitively felt that something was off, so that was like your choice.
Yep.
And so you can choose the next one who comes in.
And also, relationships get super toxic when we're not in our truth from the get-go.
Oh, that's so
like,
true.
if you're in your authentic self from the get-go, nothing can become toxic.
Yeah, because then you're listening to your intuition. If you see a red flag, run.
See it for what it is. Or just push back. Be like, hey, why do you do that? And
Totally.
in that moment, you may actually help them have some sort of like freaking revelation.
Yeah, I did start doing that one time, and then that's when they usually pull back because now they get the reflection back on them, and then they're like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I can't get away with my bullshit. You're like, no.
True.
So then, time to go. What else do we got?
So I have met my twin flame in a dream, and I forgot to ask his name and where he was.
So fun.
Do you see us actually?
Astral sex?
Do you see us actually meeting in the physical realm?
And you don't have to know his name in the dream. It wouldn't necessarily be his actual name down here either. You're gonna recognize him by the energy signature.
And also, you saying that you forgot to ask him is kind of like self-critical. So I would go deeper into that layer, where like, why are you so hard on yourself? You know. If you didn't ask, it means you weren't supposed to ask.
Totally.
Will you meet him? Will you?
That's on you, man.
Because
I'm like, it's like not. I'm just getting not right now.
I get potential, so I see that the potential is there. And then, was he aware that he was dreaming as well, and that you were in his dream?
So tricky.
There's so many intricacies.
Because were we just talking about that too? We're like, oh, we get energetic waves from somebody, or we have dreams of them, and you may be cognizant of that,
but they may not be. Yeah.
I've gotten energy signatures from people that, like, maybe they don't know. Maybe their subconscious could have been sending that signature. And
this happens all the time.
This happens all the time.
You think that someone's your twin flame because you think of them sexually, and like the energy is so freaking potent, but they have no idea what's going on. So even though you might think someone's your twin flame, they may not be your twin flame. You're just connecting to their astral self.
Right.
So,
which could be a connection from another past life too.
Right.
Like you could.
Or a future life.
Or a future life. There's so many variables. So yeah, kind of answering that like. A little too many variables on that one. Hold the space for it for sure.
How do I get over a crush that has a partner?
Ooh.
I would say stop energizing whatever's allowing it to perpetuate.
Yeah.
So have you pleasured yourself thinking about this person? I would put an end to that right now. And also another good exercise is place yourself in the partner's shoes.
Yeah.
How would you feel if another person from the outside was trying to pull?
Yeah.
That should put you back in place.
Because it's still like you're trying to send out that energy to then have them energetically cheating with you.
Yes.
And so then you're not honoring the relationship that then they're in.
Yes.
Whereas if you were in a relationship with them, you would want to have the relationship honored, right?
Totally.
So give what
I'm
you
answering
want to get.
for her. I feel like I was channeling her.
Why don't we just have the conversation?
But here's the thing. Why do we call it higher awareness?
Right.
Because you're above looking down and seeing how your decisions affect everyone involved.
Yeah.
So we do have to include her perspective, his perspective, all of the pain that we may cause. We have to address that because at the end of the day, we're all one.
Yeah.
So as long as you hurt another, you're going to hurt yourself.
That's why
it's a vicious cycle. Yeah, it's a crush. Crush it. Crush it.
Crush it. Because if they're not, it's not in alignment for you. Hey. Random coffee goers. What was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. If it's not in alignment for you guys, then don't let that energetic like they're not you're not meant to be together right now. So don't let it crush you.
Yes. Because
it's just not in alignment. So the more then you're focusing on them, because I feel like there's something that you're not getting or not giving to yourself, that then you're hoping that they will then give to you. But then so now you're stealing part of their energy. And then that will show up for you and then the next person that you're in a relationship with. But also because you have a crush on that person, you're sending all the energy and what you're trying to get from them. You're not focused on the person who could be in alignment with you.
That's right.
Sorry, that just channeled out super quick.
That's really good.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Even though people don't know that their energy is pirated, it's still happening. And I feel like having a full consciousness is being like, I honor these people.
We have to take responsibility.
We have to take responsibility.
Even if they can't feel it.
So even though a store may not know that you're stealing from them or like a movie.
You know.
That you're not illegally downloading a movie. Like it's still happening. There's a repercussion.
It's your energetic integrity.
Yes. Ooh. Energetic?
Integrity.
Ooh. I like that. Sarah, your hair is amazing.
Thank you, baby.
Here. I get to touch it.
You get to sniff it.
I get to. Well, I don't know. I didn't take it that far.
Oh. Well, my shampoo smells good. Here, sniff it. Try it. It's not like I'm asking you to sniff my armpit. Okay. See, it smells good.
It's really good.
It's just hair. It's so weird. Thank you, though. What do we got?
How can I forgive?
Compassion.
4 words. Be kinder to yourself.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Because only when we put ourselves in the other person's shoes, in their perspective of what might be able to show up for them, then we have compassion, and compassion leads to instant forgiveness. If you allow it.
Totally.
Say it that way. Good question.
I haven't been able to sleep at night for over a month now. I'm getting a lot of ideas and inspirational thoughts, but I'm so tired during the day. What can I do?
Coffee.
The first thing is be in full allowance. Be in full allowance of the fact that you're not sleeping right now.
Yeah.
Because when we don't sleep, we're so programmed to be like, oh my God, I'm going to have a horrible day. I'm not going to get things done. And that's not, it's self-deprecating.
Totally.
So as you awaken, you're going to find that your sleep patterns are going to be all over the place. I slept like 4 hours, like for three years or something, but I was just going with it. If you resist that you're not sleeping, you're going to make it worse for yourself. If you're getting a lot of inspirational thoughts, cool. Write them down.
Yeah.
Write them down. Let them marinate. There's no need to take action right now. And then maybe like to put yourself to sleep, maybe winding down, not looking at your phone. You know, be proactive in perhaps getting more sleep, because sleep is very important. But when you don't get the sleep and it's out of your control, be an acceptance of that.
Totally.
Because you can grow a lot spiritually when you're in that space of surrender and you haven't slept much.
That's true. I check a couple different things, right? So you can always check the physical aspect, which could be related to the liver. It could also then be related to, like sometimes I've told people who aren't sleeping really well to like almost have a spoonful, like a tablespoon of either like peanut butter or almond butter, some sort of nut butter, because it will let the body slowly digest. So there could be a not sleeping thing because your digestion is doing something in the middle of the night that then is having you wake up. And then the only other thing is maybe just for a week, if you're saying you're getting this inspiration, I love that you said write it down, which of course.
Yes.
If somehow maybe your downloads are coming in the middle of the night, then could you take 1 week where you literally just went almost like nocturnal? So if your inspiration is coming in the middle of the night, then writing all those things down and honoring that flow, and then sleep during the day. I don't know what your job situation is, so trying something like that maybe on the weekends.
But don't be in resistance.
Yeah,
to
not
these
being in
things,
resistance
because
to it. Exactly.
we actually make ourselves more tired.
Yeah.
By feeding into those victimized
Totally.
Patterns.
And the last thing I'll say, go get some serotonin supplements.
Oh, okay.
Natural ones. I take those sometimes
Nice.
when just because my mind's going so fast.
Or like a good valerian tea.
Yes,
is good too.
valerian tea, chamomile tea. What's the other one? Melatonin.
But don't do that for too long, because melatonin is like good for like 2 weeks, and then you're going to deplete your own body of its production.
Totally.
But yeah, melatonin does work, and it helps you lucid dream too.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't know that. Like I'm having a problem with that.
Oh, God. I've let my twin flame go, but his energy keeps coming forth. I'm into someone else, but honor the sacredness of the connection.
Any advice? Okay, it sounds like you've done what you needed to do.
Yeah. His energy keeps coming forth. Maybe just set like a clearer boundary just on the ethereal plane. Be like, all right, you need to move on, and this is my electric fence. And if you keep invading my space, you're gonna get electrocuted. You can have fun with it, but remember, like, that electrical fence isn't necessarily bad. It's a great teacher.
It's like the cat collar. Where the cat tries to jump on the couch and then he gets...
God lives in boundaries.
Yes!
That's good.
God lives in boundaries.
God lives in boundaries. Put a freaking electric fence over that shit and stop honoring the sacredness of it. Set some boundaries.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I don't have anything to add on that one. That's awesome.
Because I feel like you still have that, like, a bit of that savior complex. Because just based on the way that you formulated the sentence, I'm into someone else, but I'm honoring the sacredness. It means you're still invested in that old relationship in some way, even if it's subconscious.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with fully moving on. Nothing wrong with it, because you're not helping him move on if you're always available to him spiritually. Energetically.
Yeah,
right.
totally. Yeah, because the like if it's complete, then yes, you can honor it, which it sounds like you already are, but then it could be his energy that is maybe thinking about you or pining over you, or maybe there's something that you're having in this new relationship that either you have that's better, so now you're in comparison, or maybe something that you don't really have with this new one that you had with him, so again, it's in comparison. Just cut the energetics.
You have to. You have to cut
with
the.
love.
You can't be loved by everyone. I mean, at the end of the day, if he's still infiltrating, if his energy's still piercing in, we have to set boundaries.
Totally. It was just funny how you said it. You can't be loved by everyone.
You can't. Put an electric fence. We are all like wizards
Cat
and
collar
witches.
that love.
I love witches.
Fuck yeah. White witches, black witches,
I have
not so much.
10 cobras, 15 electric fences, dragons.
Couple pit bulls.
All right, so.
What do we got? Okay, what time is it? I do have to do a little bit of work. I'm going to give another quick shout out to Reviving Radiance. Link is on my bio. You know where to find me from Phil's page. Last week to sign up. Yes, there's payment plans. If you have any questions, I can, make something work.
I do want to write in the comments real quick. Sorry, you guys. Please subscribe to our YouTube
channel. The Compass.
The Compass link is officially
in my bio.
In my bio field. Hey, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's do that because this is going to be on replay.
Yeah.
So then we can just pin the comment.
Is that how you do it?
You hold it down, pin it. Dude, social media is the bomb. Like, don't hate on millennials, yo. Social media rocks. Okay, so next. Please help. My dad keeps on emotionally abusing me. Do you live with him? If not, like, stop caring and just, we have the families that we incarnate in are not always our soul family.
Right.
So sometimes we want to incarnate within the rivals.
Right.
Our rivals, so that we can set our own path.
Right.
So don't be afraid to forge your own pathway.
Right. Love that.
You know that feeling you get when someone just keeps lying and you look at them and you're like, stop, just stop.
Yeah.
Stop. It's that feeling. Just stop. You're done. You're done. And you have to love yourself enough to say, I'm done.
Because it's creating the pattern. You guys have probably heard us, talk about the villain, victim, hero triangle. So if dad is abusing you emotionally or verbally, whatever, totally, and that can be really difficult because you're like in the middle of the war at the same time that you're trying to find your own confidence at the same time. So just know that no matter what he says or how he says it, you get to choose whether you're put in that role or not.
Yep. So what can you do to empower yourself to become financially stable enough to get your own place and to cut the cord?
Totally.
Because oftentimes when people are in abusive relationships, it's because the person is providing a roof or they're doing something for you that you're not doing for yourself. Exactly. And so then you have to pinpoint what it is that you need to get together, solve the issue, and move forward.
Yes. Whatever that is, just put some fire underneath that and just go full force with it.
And even if you love your family, like sometimes you just gotta freaking leave the nest. I left the nest. I love my family, but I had to leave.
Yeah.
You do what you gotta do to remember who you are. Mm-hmm. I like that.
He said that I'm the problem makes you feel terrible. That's manipulative, baby. It's all manipulative. Everything that he's saying to you is all manipulative to make you feel lower, to put you in the victim. So that you can
then complain about it.
Yes.
And then you're caught in that
victim.
loop.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. And then you're caught in that loop.
It scratched you in my claws.
So one thing that you could start doing to cleanse the energy around you is don't tell your friends about it anymore. Don't complain. Don't play the victim. Clean that up. Your side of the street.
Right. Because it's perpetuating the story.
Because then you'll get filled up with more light and you're going to become a greater mirror for your dad.
Yeah. And hold him accountable. I know he's your dad. So he, I don't
just keep focusing on your own garden, your internal garden.
Totally.
Right? And be that example. And even if he doesn't change, you're setting yourself up for a bright future.
Yeah.
But do what you need to do to get out of there if he's abusive. And also, as you're there, try to extend gratitude. Sometimes that's all people need.
Totally.
It's like, hey, just say thank you. I'm providing a roof. Right?
That's a good point.
So maybe you need to start extending gratitude.
Broke a kitty claw.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens. We love you guys so much.
We love you guys.
Yes, we're still going to go live on Tuesday. We just want to do a little impromptu thing for you all. Go watch my replay of Reviving Radiance webinar if you feel like signing up. If you want to get out of those emotionally toxic relationships and figure out how to revive your fire, handle it. No more excuses anymore for any of us. How do I get over my ex? Isn't it the same guy?
I think it is. I mean, at the end of the day, just trust the universe more. Like, trust that the universe is going to replace that ex with someone greater, and stop treating people like gods. Like, if you keep fixating on your ex, you're treating him like a god. And there's a higher power out there that can conjure up something really wonderful for you. So it's about trusting the universe more. And whenever you think about your ex, then in a way you're kind of like you're kind of
pulling your energy from then the trajectory you were on, and it's like, oh, derailed, and now you just depleted yourself again.
Yeah.
So just cut it. It's
bring yourself back into the moment.
It's the emotional management. We have emotional intelligence, right? EQ, and then we have emotional management. So that means we have to check when these things are coming up and fucking stop it within ourselves.
That's right.
It's only our own responsibility. Nobody else can do this for us. We can even share with you what to do, but you guys have to be within yourself. Be like, enough is enough. I'm done with this.
So also, this is another thing I like to play with, and even though I'm not religious, I like playing with the word sin, because I think sin it just means that you're going out of alignment. So whenever you think about your ex, you're sinning. And just tell yourself, you know what? No. I'm off track. I'm out of alignment. Let me bring myself back.
Every time I think about my ex,
I'm sinning. And then it's like it thrusts you back into your alignment.
Yeah.
No, let me focus on... Because
what do they say in religion? Like, every time you sin, you're going to go to hell.
That's not true. You're not going to go to hell.
I know it's not true. I'm just saying, as the metaphor, guys.
Yes. The sin just means like let's say your alignment is that you're in the middle of a triangle. Sinning is popping out of that triangle.
Yes.
And so whenever you think about your ex, or you think about cheating with someone, or blah, 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 that's all sinning because you're popping out of alignment.
Yes.
So let that be your signals from your guys that you need to get back into place. Mm-hmm. Get back into your alignment.
And it's a deep focus anyways.
Also, I mean, your true soulmate isn't going to come from that outside source. It's going to come from your higher self. And the only way to manifest from the higher self is to be in alignment.
And go within. The whole traditional, you got to love yourself before you can attract that one. So anything
think of it like
you're
this.
Thinking about for somebody else, you got to give that love to you like a fucking badass.
Totally.
Right? I'm on it today.
Think of it like this. The higher self is like a pot of water.
Where we go?
Okay? No, this is Sarah. Get in the middle of the screen, right there. The higher self is this pot of water. It's that part of her that vibrates above her.
Yes.
But it's a pot of water, and the water is liquid magic. It's everything she's ever wanted. Go to the right a little bit. If it pours down, it's not going to hit her, right? If she's in her alignment and you take the pot of water and you go like this, oh my God, wow, I found my soulmate. Wow, I'm making a lot of money now. Wow.
And then the hair looks like that.
But that's how it works. You need to be in that space in your center.
That was well done.
To receive.
Yes.
You must believe. You must believe. Hey. 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 Hey.
What was it? Playing love like a baller, not like a staller. Those were some lyrics we came up with the other day. To a song we just made up.
Him, her. What if you have a child with your ex? Him or her will always be in thoughts?
Yeah, but you don't have to let it pull from you. So, like, I mean, if it is, like, I'm guessing that.
Yeah, you guys are co-parenting.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna have a great relationship where there's respect and there's honor, and you know, you just show up in the best way that you can, and that's it.
And they switch vibrationally. So now they used to be a lover energy, and now you can still have love for them, but now it's just, okay, we're handling this, we're handling that, and just, like, we gotta start just respecting people more.
That's right.
No matter what your beliefs are, no matter what you're doing, no matter even if somebody hurts you, it's just kind of like, just give honor, give respect. One of the biggest things that keeps relationships together is consideration. But even after a relationship breaks up, just be considerate. Like, when you're in relationships, be considerate. Never say fuck you to somebody's face. When you're out of relationship, just be considerate. Even if then you're not around them or you don't have to talk to them every day, just consideration.
And absolutely, I love that. Respect is so important, you guys.
Yeah. R-E-S-P-C-T?
Right.
Did I spell it right?
We didn't smoke, I swear.
What do we got?
How do you guys come across your creative perspectives? A lot of meditation, a lot of introspection.
Dude, we've been like, okay, I don't know how many years. You say what? Your third eye's been open since
I had a Kundalini awakening in 2011.
Yeah. Mine was, I don't remember what year it was. It was 25. I had a near-death experience. Lights on.
Yeah, psychic opening. Bloop.
Yeah.
And I actually think I was awake.
Everything.
I was really in tune before then, but I wasn't aware of the fact that I was in tune.
Yeah.
But my mom was telling me today on the phone, like, when you were 11, Phil, you used to say that you had a sixth sense. Where did I get that word? Like, I knew back then. Like,
well, and I was hearing voices when I was young.
Were you?
Too. I mean, not weird like that, but yeah.
Calling the hospital real quick. No, but I hear you. But no, it's true.
But that was, what, 10 years? Yeah, when I was 25.
That's
35 on Monday, guys.
What?
That's weird.
35, 3 plus 5, 8. Ooh, year of abundance.
Yes, baby.
You're already abundant, so you're doing good.
And so, yeah, I mean, I do focus on, like, I have a lot of books in my library, some of which I've opened a few times, and then the rest just kind of energetically absorbed. But yeah, I've just gotten, you just get the downloads. I don't know. I moved to Sedona for 3 years and sat on a rock and just meditated for 3 years straight. Mm-hmm. That might do it.
That might do it. Did you feel your calling clearly? Like, what were the main signs that you were awakened? So the two of them are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
We awakened, like, for me, I awakened and I truly had an interest in existentialism. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just meditated 3 hours a day, blah, 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 blah.
Totally.
And then the calling came. It's not something that I was looking for on the outside.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So let the inner peace that you're working towards be the reward.
Totally.
Inner peace is the reward. That's the best paycheck you can get. Okay?
Your calling is a combination of the things that you're passionate about, and the other things that you know that you like. It's what you know that you want to do, or the things that you would need to get an education in, based on the things that you're passionate about.
And sometimes it's the stuff that comes effortlessly. Like, you love to bake, and all of a sudden you bake a bar, and then you sell the bar to Whole Foods, whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be difficult.
Totally.
It's whatever comes naturally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
If we had to struggle at this, I don't think we would show up every Tuesday to do Q&As.
We love what we do. Like, we have to stop ourselves from working because we love it.
That's true.
I know. We're like, all right, we need to go to bed now.
Right. All of the answers are within all of us, but we just have to get to a point of getting rid of everything that's in the way. So that could be patterns, that could be old beliefs, that could be stagnant energy that then is stopping our connection to that.
I had my awakening in December 2016, beautiful, and now I have lost all those who I should. All those who I should. Okay.
Meaning, like, all the friends that you
I'm
should
moving
have
to
lost.
higher frequencies. How can I feel I'm worthy for new friends? Well, first off, claim that you are worthy.
Yes.
You were always worthy, even when you were not awake.
And higher frequencies doesn't understand not worthiness or unworthiness.
So keep doing your work and
let those people be attracted into your life. Because if you're resonating at that frequency, then that's what you'll attract in.
Yeah, and the people around you didn't change. You're the one who changed.
Yeah.
So we can't fault them either. You just keep
There's
moving.
nothing wrong with them. They're on a different path.
They're on a different path. Keep climbing the ladder.
Totally.
And you'll find that you don't need to find friends to feel acknowledged or whatever. You're going to have all these invisible friends around you. And you're going to laugh alone on the street. And people will look at you like you're crazy, but you'll know that you just have you'll know that you just shared a joke with your angels.
That's funny shit.
That shit happens to me all the time.
I know.
But I try to wear my sunglasses or something.
So that nobody can see that you're talking to yourself?
I'm not talking to myself.
I know your
Sometimes
angels.
I get a laugh.
I'm sorry, he's not talking to himself. I mean his angels and his guides. And you will then also still attract tangible beings.
Right. Without necessarily
that
looking
are
for it.
angels on earth.
True.
So just know that. You don't have to have a bunch of invisible friends. The kid by himself.
You're like watching Netflix, you're like, I got you popcorn. I got you popcorn.
I'm sorry.
You're like, why isn't the popcorn gone? The Angel's like, that's too low.
Sorry, we're gonna run out of time. Okay.
The Angel's like, it's too low.
We're gonna run out of time. We love you guys so much.
Yeah.
We will see you on Tuesday. Get some popcorn.
And share
Talk
it with
to
your angels because you'll save a lot of money on food. You'll save a lot of money.
Oh my god.
Just have angels.
Yes. We love you guys.
I can't. I can't. That's it.